YouTubers. Hello everyone from around the world. If you're from Africa, good morning. If you're from the US, good afternoon. Anywhere you're around the world, good day or good evening. I'm super excited this morning. I'm so excited actually for bringing this food to you. Like I said earlier in my introduction, I'm gonna be doing some cooking. I'm gonna be doing a lot of quick African food, quick and easiest way to make them. Not only African, but it will be some other things too that I'm gonna fix. And if you comment below, I'll do for you. But this is gonna be a quick way of fixing attieke. Attieke. I'm going to show you in a little bit how to fix attieke. I just wanted to tell you that I know not all of you might know what attieke is, but basically it's mainly from the West African food. Mainly it came from Ivory Coast. That's where mainly attieke is from, as far as I know. And then we adopted it in Guinea, Conakry, and Sierra Leone. So I'm going to show you how to cook the easiest way. It could be a Sierra Leonean way, it could be a Guinean way, or Ivorian way. How to cook quick attieke, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and show you the ingredients here in a little bit and start cooking. I don't want to waste your time. And here, as you can see, if you come up close here, this is the attieke that I'm talking about. That's how it is in the box. For me, I love to get the one in the box because it's easier to make and it's very like it's fresh. So with this one, it's better than the frozen one that they sell at the store. So I like buying this particular attieke here. It's in a box. It's actually very cheap. It's about $3.99 in the for a box. So it's not that bad at all for a quick fix. And here plantains as well. If you want to use plantains, you can. You don't really have to, because not all the time you'll be able to get plantain wherever you at. But the other things you can get in an American grocery store, so you don't have to go to a grocery store, African, if you don't have an African grocery store. But hey, anyways, even at Cup Food, they actually sell plantains at Cup Food now. Last time I was there, and then I saw plantains, which was really shocking. But as you can see, and after the attieke, then we have like I put sometimes I use like a little bit of black pepper. I like to use the press leaf because it makes my food flavor. So I actually love using press leaf, and also this Italian herb as well makes the food smells better. And then as you can see here too, if you don't have this, you don't really have to use them. Like I said, whatever you have you can use as a quick fix. And then Maggi, this is like a shrimp, and then this is jumbo Maggi, the brown one, and then there's orange color whatsoever Maggi in it. And it's really good for flavor. It's mainly African spice, so you might not get it in a Cup Food or so. If you get in a Cup Food, you'll be lucky. But if you don't have Maggi, you can always improvise with salt. The sea salt, you can always improvise with any salt that you have that you think it's better for your health. You can always improvise with that. And then also I have a vinegar here, this vinegar right here. That's what I'm going to be using a little bit here. And lime as well, fresh limes. You have fresh tomatoes, cucumbers. This all you can be able to get in a regular American grocery store. And onions, of course, goes with everything. I love onions. And then we have sardine. For sardine, you can actually get this as well in a regular American store, or you can go to African store if you're looking for this same type of, sardine. You can get that in the African store. You can just get a regular sardine in the American store. And then also, I just wanted to make a quick reference to this. So attieke, people that don't know attieke, it's like a little grit. It looks just like really like couscous. If you know couscous, I know a lot of people know couscous because they eat couscous in the US as well. It's just like the grits of couscous. So it's basically made out of gari, and that's like extra like from cassava. That's a long story, but anyways, you can also look it up on Google and stuff like that and see where attieke what attieke is made out of. But anyways, let's get going, and I just want to waste your time. Like, I talk too much anyway, by the way, my viewers, but don't mind me. I'm just gonna go right away into the cooking, and I'm going to show you exactly how it is stuff. So I'm just going to show you how to chop it up, and open here in a little bit. And you just put like basically one stripe through it, and you can use your hands and open it like that. There you go. And then you just hold the knife straight forward down like that, like you're just slicing something. You can slice it with your hands if you can, because I'm African, I like to do it, or you can always put it on the board and just chop it that way if you do not want to hurt yourself for safety reasons. Because I'm so used to cooking and stuff, so I Just do that. Oh, and welcome back. So now I'm just going to teach you how to do the easiest and simplest way of making the vegetables mixed together for the attieke to be ready. Like I said, it's a very quick process. It's just the way I'm taking time to explain, so that way you understand step by step what to do. Okay, so I'm just going to teach you exactly here what to do. So now we have all the vegetables in here, the cucumbers, tomatoes, and onions chopped up in here. You just take the spoon and mix it up like that, like so. Very colorful, right? And then what you do next, you take the African jumbo Maggi. If you don't have one, like I said, you can always improvise with salt. So you don't really have to use a Maggi or any season that you have, just a little bit, it's fine. And then you put just a half, really, not the whole thing, because it depends on how much you're making. But if it's a bowl like this, you just want like a squeezed little pinch, I would say a pinch of salt, like they say, a pinch of Maggi to put in it. So you just sprinkle it all over the bowl, sprinkle everything over, just like half, just like a salt, the same thing, a pinch of salt, and just pour it inside because you don't want too much salt and stuff. And like I said, I like to use parsley because of it has flavor, so just a little bit sprinkle on top of it. That's good. And then the same thing with the Italian season, a little sprinkle. A little sprinkle, that's it. And then next, I'm taking my lime. Some people like limey things, some people don't. But you can use either lime or you can use vinegar, either one. For me, I like to use both because it makes that taste more better, because I'm not going to use any sauce for this. This is just a quick way of fixing a attieke. Okay, so I'm just going to cut my lime here into two. My knife is very dull, I don't know why. What a cook. Squeeze the lime inside, just a little drop. Or you can also, if you cannot know how to measure, you can just squeeze it on the spoon. So like it's like a tablespoon, but just half. Or you can use a teaspoon and fill it up and just do it that way. Just a little bit of lime. And then with the vinegar, you just need like 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Go. 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Shut that down. Okay, whatever that is. But next, after you do this, what I like to add next on the stuff that I don't have actually, but you can also put mustard, the yellow mustard. You say ew, ick, but if you want to do it, but it actually tastes way better if you put mustard. Sometimes I like to put mustard, sometimes I don't. It depends if you have it. If you don't have it, like I said, this is just fine. And then what you do next, you just mix everything up, nice and fun. And one thing I literally forgot to add on to this recipe here is oil. Oil. I'm so sorry that I didn't add it from the beginning there because I literally forgot. You know, like I said, I'm just cooking at home. But you can always add oil to the vegetables. So that's what makes it very, very, watery. And then, so when you eat in the attieke, because there's no gravy, you can, then the oil can soak the attieke in, so you'll be able to eat it more better and it's not dry in your mouth. So like I said, I always like to use like my extra vinegar olive oil, so it's very healthy. So I always try to be using this to cook. Okay, very, very important that you do. And you put probably like 2 tablespoons, however you want it, but normally I like to put 2 tablespoons so it not be too much oil, even if it's healthy, but still you just put it until it's soaked everything in it, just like this. Let's bring it up close so I can show my viewers how it looks like. Just like that. See that? It looks so yummy already. And this is the gravy for the attieke. Put that down there. If the attieke, let me see. Are you ready? Okay, so the attieke normally it's in a pot. Like I said, so you're just gonna open it. You can get a knife or scissors, kitchen scissors. Open it up just like that. So it's like a grits, and you just pour it in a bowl. Always make sure you cook it in a bowl. It's better than a glass bowl because of course it's microwave and stuff. There's 2 ways you can make it. You can either do, cook it on the stove, which takes ever. Easiest way if you have a microwave, you cook it in a microwave, it's much more easier. But if you do not have a microwave, you can always steam, water, boiled water, put it in the stove, and then you can cook it in there, just like the way you cook what is next to that. I don't know the name, but yes, but you can literally cook it in a pot as well with a little bit of water and stuff in it. So easy peasy. So put the attieke in the bowl. Pour, so you get a liter of water, 1 cup of water. Pour it in. As you pour, you mix. As you pour, get really close. As you pour, you mix just like that. You want it to be really sloppy that way. So you see, just this way, and mix it. So now it's all soaked and slumpy. It has to be like this. So that way it gets into the gari. And when it's like this, what I normally do is that, because some people put the Maggi different way, but what I do is that I like to put the seasoning. Like if you don't have Maggi as well, you can always use salt. And I put the Maggi in there so you can cook with the food. It's better than eating it very raw. So I like to put the Maggi in it. So you can just put like half cube. So this is the one Maggi I use for both the seasoning, the vegetables and the attieke. So you just put this whole thing, the half end in it. And also oil, olive oil. Put so much oil in it. Sorry guys, it's crazy. You can do a teaspoon or tablespoon, like 2 tablespoons, and then now you mix. So you see now how it's looking. It's all soaked in very nicely. Mix it very well so every person can have her stuff. And that's it. And then what you do, you cover it up, and then you put it in the microwave for 3 minutes at a time. Okay. Now next, while the attieke is going in the microwave and cooking in the microwave, and then we're going to go ahead and fry the plantain while that's going, so that way we don't waste a lot of time and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I put oil. Definitely, I still use the virgin oil, the olive oil, and then with a frying pan. If you have a frying pan like this, you can use it. Or you can also use a dip pot, anything that you have that's available for you to use to fry. Okay, and then next, what you do, you just take the plantains one at a time and put it in. When you come close so they can see the plantain. So just put it in that way, right here, like that. And for the plantain, when it's frying, it's very kind of difficult when people are frying plantain. Not everybody knows how to fry plantain. What I normally do is this: if you have a stove, make sure you put it at least at 6 in the middle there, so that way your plantain don't get burnt, and for you to fry and cooked in really well as well. So each side you can cook for, like I was saying, less than a minute, and then you can flip it over to the other side. So that way you don't get burnt. You always want to make sure you flip them, side to side all the time. Do not move away from plantains. Please, this is not frying fish. This is plantain. Plantain requires a lot of attention. So you want to stay right next to the stove or the fire, wherever you're cooking, stay right next to it. So you make sure that you get it real well and you cook it and it doesn't get burnt. You don't want that. You don't want to burn plantain. So as you can see now, I can go ahead and flip it around. See? Please bring it closer. When you flip it around, this is what happens. So you see now that side is getting brown. That's how you know that part it's cooked, and you can flip them around. So if you do not see the brown side of it and things like that, that means it's not cooked at all. So you can just leave it there for the time being. So you see every part is cooked. So I'm flipping it around. So now you see it's going very nice now. While the plantain is on the fire going, we're going to go ahead and check on the attieke and see what's going on with the attieke. Okay, look at that. Ooh. So look at there, check it how it's coming out. See how it looks? Looking very, very nice. All scattered everywhere. Look at that. So you can always do it anyhow you want. Sometimes what happens is, if you want it hotter, some people like it very hot, you can sprinkle more water into it and put it in for another 3 minutes. Or you can just leave it like that. Normally I cook it for 6 minutes, straight up, 6 minutes. That way it's cooked really well. So the first 3 minutes you go in and it will come out, and then I'll use a fork. Fork is better because fork make it more scattered around. Use the fork first and then take it out apart. And then next you can go in and put it again for the second time so it will get cooked. You can always try it too. Coming out real good. I don't need to add any water in it. I'll just go ahead and put it back for another 3 minutes. And I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. So I'm just going to show you now the finishing touch of the food. The attieke. Can't wait. So let's come close. Let me show you here the attieke. This is how it is when I took it out of the microwave. Looking all good. Look at that. You always trying to use the fork so that way it doesn't stick and be sticky. There you go. And that's the plantain also I fried. Look at how it's looking all yummy. And that's the vegetables, the cucumber, tomatoes, and onions mixed together. And like I said, that's the sardine. This is the easiest way to make it. And you can always use chicken, fish, bake, what. I would also do the bigger one later. The big one that you will see the difference. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put it on a plate and show you exactly how you eat. Put it in there like that. Next, you can just take the plantains. Just put it on the side, basically. Right on the side. Right on the side. You don't have to make it this fancy, though. I'm just making it fancy because I love eating fancy things. And then next, you take the vegetables and just put it on the side. On top of it. Easier. Just because that's the gravy anyways, because you don't have any gravy. Go. And then now we want to take the sardine and put the sardine on top of it because we're using a sardine, like I said, and not the thing. Just hold. Lay it on the side. And you can always use the sardine oil to oil the sides. If you don't have sardine oil, you can always use the oil that you fry the plantains with. And you can put that on the side as well. There. And then you have your little lime, because I love eating lime with everything, really. And voila. There you go. You have your quick fix attieke right there. See that? Very easy fix. Very, very easy fix. Thank you so much for watching. And if you do love this video and you like what you see and you want to see something different, you want to see something more for me to fix, any type of way you want me to fix it, just let me know. Please comment below, and I'll also make sure I put the recipe and step-by-step down there, so that way you'll be able to see how to cook it. If you didn't understand when I'm talking too fast and stuff, then you can go ahead and check that out as well. Please don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe, and I will see you next time on our next episode of Matu's Adventure. Thank you so much. Bye.